Hi everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful week. So I'm recording this beforehand and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do another live on this or not this week, but two things have happened over the last couple of days. First of all, the Soulful Storyteller turns 1 year old this week, and we have just a little more than 800 members in here. And I would love to hear how you're enjoying it, if you like it, what you're looking for from it moving forward. And if you're not already a member of it, please come on over and hang out with us. I do my best to open up conversations so that storytelling coaches or professional storytellers can help those who are just starting out and look for ways to support and engage each other and celebrate, which, law of attraction is really an important manifestation tool of securing additional storytelling opportunities. So come on in if you're not already a member. So if you haven't worked with me before, I am a soul story healer and I'm a storyteller trainer. I've combined my 20 years in the publishing business and writing and editing with my intuitive gifts, which have been highly developed over the last decade. I can feel what story you're supposed to share. I can feel it in my body, I can see it, I can help you enhance it if you're already sharing it, but it's landing a little flat. I can help you address it, move through it, find places to share it. That's my soul story. My soul story is helping entrepreneurs, specifically women, help other people learn how to connect at a soul level. Use their stories to help other people transform lives. It's really cool. So I was at an event this past weekend and something happened and I wanted to share. So if you've been in the Soulful Storyteller, you've been following my journey over the last month, and I'm on a health discovery. I've been really sick this year, and I've invested in a functional medical team to help me get to the root of some illness. And my energy has improved drastically over the last several weeks. I've worked through a lot of cortisol blocks and old stories of my own in terms of overworking and really questioning direction and things like that. I feel really good. I feel very aligned. I feel very light. And last week I went to an event to fuel up. That was my intention, to fuel up. So before I got to the event, I learned that I won a goodie bag, a yoga mat, a yoga towel, a yoga block, and a yoga water bottle. And several of my clients were there. One client just got published for a second time. A second client picked up 3 speaking gigs. One woman was in the audience of a speech I gave last year, and she remembered me, and we talked about the worksheet that we had. But the real cool thing that happened was the learning lesson of a speaker at this event. She was an intuitive, and she asked for participation, and I'm one of those speakers who love people who participate, so I participate in other people's speeches, right? Again, law of attraction. Be who you want to attract. So I'm a person who engages. So she asked us for our desire, and she asked us for our why. My dream is to be on stage in auditorium style kind of stages and help share. I'm sharing on stage and I'm helping people learn and understand how soul stories can impact their life and their business. I've always seen that. And even though I've done a lot of public speaking over the last 6 years, the auditorium style is still a dream I'm manifesting. My why is because I have wisdom in the storytelling business. I have a heart of service. This is fun for me and I love it. So we went around the room, or at least the people who participated. It was just me and one other person actually. And there's 100 people in the audience. And she's like, so what's your dream? Why are you judging yourself? And she went into she's like, well, you're manifesting your dream is going to be really hard for you because of X. And she started stating challenges I was going to have. And as I was sitting there, I pushed back, not like defensively or anything. I questioned what she meant by that. How are these challenges? She's encouraging partnership and collaboration. She doesn't think I am going to succeed in my manifestation because of the partnerships and things like that. And as she was talking, I was very observant. I was observant of my thoughts. I was observant of her energy. And what I found so fascinating is that her words and her message hung in front of me like this fog. And I love it when that happens, because it's happened to me several times when I don't believe the story. I'm looking for the lesson in why this is happening. I'm looking for the lesson in the experience. And I was nowhere near attracted or attached to what she was telling me because I don't believe I have to, right? I think it's kind of low vibe to state challenges to people without also providing solutions. And I also think I didn't buy it as my soul story. So what I really wanted to do this week specifically is to really talk about soul stories and what that means and how we can get introduced to our own soul stories. So over the next several days in the Soulful Storyteller, I'm going to be talking about how soul stories start with us and where we can kind of dig those pieces up, how to interact out in public when somebody addresses you and you're participating in conversation and somebody states an opinion that they're using as like a fact, and our opportunity to either accept it or reject it. And in celebration of the Soulful Storyteller turning 1 year old this week, what I would like to offer is a 30-day one-on-one opportunity with me called Finding Soul Stories. So if you're interested in doing a little bit more deep diving with me to enhance the stories you're already sharing, or to find and uncover your soul stories, this is a 30-day adventure where you're going to enroll me in your journey. We're going to have 4 calls over 30 days, journaling prompts. I'm going to give you access to my pitching and publishing course, which has 4,000 different editors and publications for you to learn about and dive into when you're ready to pitch your stories. You're going to walk away with some really good nuggets on knowing what stories to share and how to share them and where to share them. So Finding Soul Stories is a 30-day adventure for $697. So if you're interested in that, please let me know this week. I will be participating a lot in the Soulful Storyteller though this week to just share a little bit more about this experience and how I was able to recognize it as something that I was able to learn from and appreciate the lesson in without attaching it to my story, because I don't believe it. And I didn't believe it when I left. So it was a really great experience. And I wanted to share that with you. Finding soul stories. Our soul stories are, and our belief in our soul stories is what matters most. So happy Monday. Thank you for being a part of the Soulful Storyteller. Come on in if you're not already. Join me in Finding Soul Stories if you're looking to connect to your soul stories and really dig in a little bit more for the next 30 days. Okay, happy storytelling. See you soon.